All right, so this episode is going to be a little different. This is probably, I would consider it like a special. I think this is the 38th episode or some shit like that of Charlas with Chung. So thank you for tuning in. This week, as you can see, the people that are in the thumbnail are not with me. That was filmed 5 days ago on a Sunday. Today is Friday, right? So this is like literally 5 days after I finally regained my composure and got enough courage to come back in front of the camera, front of the microphone, and record a little bit of an intro and outro for you guys, because it was kind of like very impromptu. So as you can see from the title and thumbnail, we did the Paqui one chip challenge. Let me preface what I'm going to tell you. You know, usually I exaggerate. Everyone who knows me in real life, or even you could probably tell from watching all the other podcasts, when I tell a story or when I do jokes or whatever, I tend to exaggerate a lot. This is for the sake of entertainment and entertainment, right? What I'm going to say about this challenge is that I mean with the utmost sincerity. Like, there is no part of me that is exaggerating when I say that this was the worst physical pain that I've willingly put myself through. I broke my nose in the 8th grade. That sucked. This does not even, it's not in the same realm. Like, this was so much worse, okay? You see things on the internet all the time. I've seen the Paqui One Chip Challenge so many times before. You see Hot Ones, all that shit, and you're like, oh, you know, this person's not handling it well. Yo, that guy's a pussy, like blah, blah, blah. All those dumb comments go through your head, right? But it's different when you actually put yourself in their fucking position, okay? I could not have expected this thing to go worse for us as a collective group, for the people that did it with me too. Mike and Miguel, unfortunately, my ass put them through that as well. And it was kind of bonding because, you know, when you, like, trauma bonds people, right? Not saying this was like super traumatic, but this was shit. Like, our nights were fucking ruined. I'll get into all that in the breakdown of everything that happened post the camera cutting off. But let me just give a little quick introduction to the episode that you're about to see, or the clip that you're about to see. It's not really a clip, it's 25 minutes long, but the episode, right? The main meat and potatoes of this week's episode. So Mike and I went golfing. We're not golfers by any means. We were literally just out on the range shooting the shit, like just fucking trying to hit some balls, doing our shit, right? We're out there for 2.5 hours, and it's a Sunday, so everything at this point is closed. It was at night. We probably finished around, I would say, 9:15 to 9:30. I had not eaten, which is an important thing to note for after. I had not eaten since like 1 p.m. that day. So I am on an empty stomach, and we went golfing. It's not like we did a crazy workout or anything like that, but I'm like, oh, I could go for like a snack, and I'm in a mood for like something sweet. So I was like, let's go to 7-Eleven, get a couple Slurpees, end the night in the perfect way, right? Like a chill way. I mean, obviously, if it was ending in a perfect way, you get another type of Slurpee, you know what I'm saying? A little gawk, whatever. That's besides the point. We go to 7-Eleven. I get my fucking Berry Blast Blue, or whatever the fuck he gets, his red, whatever, raspberry. And I'm going to like towards the register, and I see a cardboard stand, like one of those, like, you know, like it's just made out of cardboard right next to the counter, right? Near the candy bars, but not a part of it. And it says the new 2022 Paqui One Chip Challenge. And I'm like, holy fuck. I've seen these things all over the internet before, right? We all have. But I've never actually, like, I don't know, maybe it's a recent thing that they started selling them like in actual, like, physical locations. As far as I knew, I thought you had to buy it offline, right? Or buy it online and order it to be shipped to your house. I did not know that these things are now making it to the streets. They're in fucking stores, like corner stores now. I hope they're not in bodegas in New York, because if they are, New Yorkers are about to experience some fucking heat in the fall if they buy it. My dumbass sees this thing, because I'm a sucker for challenges, right? I didn't do the Tide Pod shit. And now with this whole FDA releasing a message to not marinate your fucking chicken breast in Vicks NyQuil, we'll get to that later. I've never been one to do like that stupid of a stuff, like of a stunt, I would say. So I'm not that much of an idiot, but I was stupid enough to be like, I like internet food challenges and like, you know, the whole cinnamon challenge, all that shit. I buy into it. I think it's very entertaining, stupidly so. And I was like, yo, Mike, you trying to do this fucking one chip challenge? This was, by the way, not even originally for the podcast. This was just like as a shits and giggles, like, why not? Let's just do this. Because I was not expecting it to be that bad, guys. Like, I'm being dead serious with you. It's very ignorant of me to say that, but I'm so serious. I thought it was going to be like Buffalo Wild Wings, ghost pepper wings, or whatever the fuck. Because I've had those before. I've had really spicy hot things in the past. And I'm like, oh, it sucked. You get a little bit of the Hershey squirts afterwards. But it's like fun because like the pain that you're going through and then seeing someone else kind of like tear up a little bit, whatever. So I'm like, yo, you trying to do this thing. He's hesitant. Right off the rip. Mike is not, as he'll say later on, is not the best with hot food. He's not like horrible with it, but it's not like his spice tolerance is like a freaking, it's not Olympic level or by no means. Neither is mine, actually. I would say mine is a little bit better than his, but not like, I'm not like fucking, I don't eat peppers on the daily, right? The most I'll go casually is like a little bit of sriracha or something like that, right? I don't go too spicy. I freaking tell him we should do this. He's reluctant at first. He agrees. We get it. Then for some reason, we're just like, yo, why don't we rope your older brother into this? Which it sucks that this was his first appearance on the show. Miguel's a great guy. Such a genuine character. And we FaceTimed him, and I regret FaceTiming him, honestly, because I actually regret making them go through that. It's one thing to put myself through it, but to make them go through that is a whole different thing. So we FaceTime him. He's like, right off the rip, he's like, yeah, I'm down. So confident, so casual. Because I don't think he was expecting it to be that bad. We're like, all right, cool. We buy the things. On a side note, Paqui, y'all motherfuckers are so business savvy. Whoever is the owner of that company is making bank. Let me tell you why. You go to a fucking Costco, you go to a ShopRite, a Whole Foods, whatever. You buy a big ass bag of tortilla chips, right? Tortilla chips. It's going to run you like $5-6 max. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the price of a big bag of tortilla chips would be. The economy's like a fucking roller coaster with inflation. Shit's going up and down. I don't know. I can't keep track of all this noise, right? I would assume it's like $5-6 for a bag. Would you believe that for a single Paqui chip, it's like a little over $8? For 3, we paid $26. $26 for 3 fucking tortilla chips. 3 single tortilla chips. I don't know how they managed to mark it up that bad because yeah, it's coated in like all these like rare ingredients, right? Like you can't go into a store and find a fucking ghost pepper or a Carolina Reaper. Like those things are pretty hard to farm, I would assume. But that being said, there's no way there's that much of it on there. Like a little goes a long way, and I feel like they're definitely making a huge amount of profit on a per chip basis. That's just business aside. Like it's crazy, $26. So if you see on the internet people doing like some asshole was doing a Paqui nachos, like a whole plate of nachos with Paqui chips, that ran him probably in like the triple digits for dollars just for the chips, which is fucking nuts. Okay? All right. That was my little rant that I had to go on. So we get the chips. We come back to my house. We're not so stupid where like we weren't prepared. We came a little bit prepared, right? We got ice cream. We got all that stuff. You'll see that in the video. But the one thing I will know is keep in mind during this entire time that I am on an empty stomach. I think I say it in the video, but I had like 2 King's Hawaiian rolls, like the little ones, little pieces of bread. Cause I figure bread, it's carbs. It's good for like cushioning it a little bit. Like I don't want it to be just straight fucking pepper on stomach lining. And then I have a goddamn ulcer. I didn't want that. So I was like, I figured a little bit of bread, it'll help me. It'll do me good. Put it in there. It'll be like a little cushion for the fucking chip to go down and land on, right? Like a little trampoline. Cool. It wasn't enough. That's enough of me setting this shit up. Without further ado, please enjoy our fucking agony. And to Mike and Miguel, I'm really sorry for dragging y'all into this shit, but I'm glad we got it on camera. Here's the Paqui One Chip Challenge.
Once we start.
All right. This is probably one of the most impromptu things. We were literally just out at the range golfing and wanted to go to 7-Eleven, get a couple Slurpees. And he came up with the brilliant idea.
Stop you right there.
To do the Paqui One Chip Challenge. There you go. There you have it. The ring light's kind of blurring it out. There you go.
This man was like, you know what the next thing is that's going to make me famous? This One Chip Challenge.
The One Chip Challenge.
All right, give me one.
Right? Well, hold up. We're not right away. We're not doing it yet.
All right.
We're not doing it yet. This is Miguel, Michael's older brother, and obviously Mike's been on the show before. Again, so last minute and impromptu. Before we start, actually, guys, we have all the precautions necessary. We got 3 bottles of water. There's lactate over there. My inhaler is somewhere in this room in case I have an asthmatic reaction.
Milk and ice cream.
Yes. And then water, and I'm actually going to take 5 fiber pills beforehand just to cushion the blood. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Here. All right. This episode is brought to you by CVS Daily Fiber. Just kidding. It's not. But if you'd like to sponsor a future episode, just hit me up. I use this product all the time. Anyways, enough with the plugs. I'm going to use the Slurpee here.
How many?
5.
5. Right.
5.
This is shit because it's melted. It's not even going to have the same like coating effect with the ice.
You think so?
I'm fucking nervous, guys. I'm not going to cap. Where's my glove? It's over there. Where's the fiber pills? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Hey, can I just say, it did not take much convincing. This was my stupid idea. It took a little bit of convincing for
me.
you.
He didn't know what he was getting into. And he probably just like, sure.
I didn't know what I'm getting. Now I'm a little feeling it. A little nervous.
We FaceTime Miguel while we're there, and we're like, "Do you want to do the Paqui one chip challenge with us?" And he right away he was like, "Yeah, I'm down." We were like, "Damn, that was
he
quick."
Didn't know. He thought it was just like a spicy nacho Dorito.
This is about to burn. I got hemorrhoids too, y'all. This is not gonna be good.
Does this brand make chips?
Yeah.
Is it
And
chip?
they
Why
are
don't you tell that story real quick?
Yeah,
while I prepare?
so at work, they sometimes bring lunch and stuff and sandwiches, whatever. So they brought sandwiches and chips.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the bag of chips were the Paqui branded chips. And they were ghost pepper chips, right? So this one lady, she grabbed them and she ate one. And she was tearing up and she was like, "What the heck? What is this?" And then she was like, "Here, have one." So I ate one, and I'm not good with spicy foods either. So it's a double whammy for whatever. So I
we're gonna
ate
find
that
out
one.
now.
I ate the regular bag of chips. That it's a whole bag, not just one chip. And it was so hot for me that I was coughing.
So this is not.
That's the consumer.
Then.
That's the Mickey Mouse version of this chip. These chips, on a separate side note, these are like the revamped ones, so they're even spicier than the original ones that came out. Apparently, 2022's world hottest chip is what we saw online. Yes,
This is.
and first of all, it's a blend of Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper, Trinidad Scorpion pepper. Not macro friendly. 25 calories for one fucking chip. So that's like really bad in terms of like. Oh my god. Okay. So we're gonna. I unpackaged it, right? There's a whole design. One chip challenge. You, a simple being, thinks they can handle the surge of extreme heat versus the Reaper. One supercharged demon powered by the most electrifying peppers on earth. What to expect? Made with Carolina Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper, this high voltage chip was created for the shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain. Tongue takeover, shock the senses, surge of fear, jolt to the gut, voltage overload.
Surge of tears.
That's what it. Oh, it said surge of. I said surge of fear. Well, both actually. I guess that works too. That's what it said. That's what it says inside the actual cover. And then once you, this is the actual fucking shit bag chip itself, the Paqui one chip.
Okay, these are the chips.
Flip it around.
Eat the entire chip. Prove it. Show us your tongue. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. Post your
1
reaction.
hour
1 hour for what?
is invincible. So the different tiers are 1 hour's powerless, or 1 minute is powerless, 10 minutes is powerful, 30 minutes is supercharged, and
Gotcha.
1 hour they deem you invincible.
That's
All
the
right.
challenge right
Where
there.
am I? Okay, I'm making it to powerful. That's my goal.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna try to do. Okay.
let's go for that.
We're going for
Do
10
we need
minutes.
some distraction, like something after we eat? Because we're not just gonna be sitting in agony. We gotta play something.
That's a good
or do
idea.
something.
You want to play the
Yeah,
word
yeah.
game? The one where we just go through and we try to list off the word for taking too long? If we take too long? He's not doing well. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Like we literally were just golfing before this.
Dump.
Oh, this gonna make you take a dump. Trust, believe that. This is gonna be an active laxative.
All right.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
We didn't even decide what we're gonna do after.
The word game. I vote the word game.
I think we need to do something more interactive.
More interactive? Okay, what do we think here? What are we thinking?
We got an arm wrestle or something. It's just...
I need to just run around, do laps or something.
I think because I want to be sitting in front of the camera, so what we should do is just try to do like the word game. That's why it makes us talk, use our brains.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so you got your slurp. Everybody got their Slurpees and waters handy.
Yep. I'll get my water here.
All right, this is not looking good. This is not looking good.
All right, I'm gonna drink some water before. Where's my water?
Right here. This is yours.
I'm gonna drink some water before because we won't be able to for 10 minutes.
Okay. Oh, that's a good call. I'm gonna take a little bit of sugar to coat the tongue.
Is that cheating? Nah. It's a pretty large chip.
It's gonna be several bites and chews for sure.
Oh my god.
We're okay. We're gonna be okay.
I'm not good with spice. I'm nervous.
Dude, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Hey, someone's gonna...
All right, where's my inhaler? Nah. You see, this is the thing. His nervousness is making me nervous. You're usually the cool one under pressure. I need you to hold it together, bro. Hold it together. I saw it in here too. Hold on.
Oh my god.
This is bad.
I'm gonna die.
This is bad.
This is gonna be so painful.
You know what the funny thing is, y'all? My ass just went right in front of the camera. The funny thing is that Mike quite literally earlier today ate oh, it's right here. Mike literally earlier
Yeah, but
today,
that's nothing. I had some mango habanero wings.
and he said he was
And it was hot.
he couldn't finish them.
That's...
From BWW. Or B-dubs. All right.
Oh, we gotta get in here.
All right. What's the game we're playing?
Stay alive, survive. That's the game we're playing.
So let's just do
how long we can live.
I mean,
Do you know the word association game?
Yeah, you just say train, and then the next person says car, and the next person says plane. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next person
Let's
says
just do
airport.
that. Let's just do that. Because it'll keep it simple. My back was hurting.
Let
Now
me
my
check
stomach
my
and
heart
ass is
rate.
going to be hurting right now. Yeah, check your heart rate. All right, this is what we're going to do. At the exact 10 minute mark, we're going to take the chips. So just prepare it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and open this
9-minute
bitch
mark?
up. The 10 minute mark.
My heart rate's at 108 right now.
Is that high? That's
Yes.
high, right? Holy shit. Holy fuck. The dumb things I'm making us do for clout. All right, so I'm going to go
Spell
ahead.
it.
No, don't do that.
No. Yo, that smells like chemicals. That don't even smell like food. Bro,
Doesn't smell that hot.
it smells like chemicals. Like no kizzy. All right, we got 50 seconds. Should we just do the 9.5 minute?
No.
I thought this
No.
dude just went straight in. 10. You need 10 to 10? You are making me nervous. Miguel just took it out. It's black. It's blacker than the fucking night, bro. Look at this. This chip is
Oh my god,
literally...
I'm so nervous.
Okay, hold up. I gotta be careful. Please be careful with the powder. I touched this thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm actually so nervous.
All right, hold on. Take one paper towel.
Yep. All right, hold.
Yeah, take a paper
Bro,
towel.
how are you guys so chill about this?
Because that's what we got. We can't be pussies, bro.
All right, I need
We
another
can't
sip.
be pussies. Okay, look. So I'm gonna put this shit
This
right
is
here.
probably the dumbest thing ever.
I'm eating the whole chip. We got. Oh my god, 3 seconds.
No. Chill. It's too late. Too late. We gotta wait another minute.
All right, are we going?
I don't like how my chips in pieces, y'all. Hold up. That's the chip right there. Get that in the background.
We
Zoom in
can't
on
fit
that
all
bitch.
this in one go.
No, this is gonna be several bites. Dump the package.
I wish I could back out. This is
Okay.
bad.
All right.
Wait a minute.
You don't want to do it?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
just
right.
nervous. Whoa, no, all right, nothing. Wait. I need to mentally prepare.
We're gonna be okay. Yo, hold up, wait.
Mentally
I need a little bit of Slurpee right now.
Hey,
I'm getting
can we
so
break the chip in half?
Yeah, with your after you bite it, not beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it. So
Okay.
we're gonna go 10 minutes to beat the powerful ranking according to Paqui.
You know what's the crazy thing too? This is like at the level of eating like a ghost pepper or like a Carolina Reaper.
I think less, dude. Peppers
think
and cells
less?
is bad. The seeds with the it's
All
like
the oils in there.
yeah, because it peaks at 15 minutes. A pepper, an actual pepper, the pain
Affects
peaks
once
at
you
15.
swallow. I mean,
Once you swallow, it peaks at 15. So this is gonna be probably after 10, 15. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Oh my god.
We got a whole tub of Breyer's ice cream outside. We're gonna be fine. All right, ready? In 15
No,
seconds.
I'm not ready.
In 10 seconds.
Chill.
Here we go. Come on.
No, don't do it.
I'm
Don't
going
do
at
me
10.
yet. Don't do it
we
yet.
got it.
Wait,
I
I gotta drink.
Miguel, take a fucking sip, quick. All right, we've delayed this long enough. All right, and go at 11:45.
I'm like shaking.
I'm pretty nervous too.
All right.
At 12? Did we go at 12?
12.
All right.
Do it at 12.
No, but I feel like the longer we wait,
No.
the worse it's getting. Right? The anticipation.
Yes, definitely.
I'm like shaking.
12. We're
My
taking a
god,
bite.
dude.
It's a fucking chip. It's a tortilla chip.
You guys are bold.
All right, here we go. 7,
Oh my god.
5, 4,
I'm shaking.
3, 2.
Oh my god.
1.
Here we go. That sounds dry.
Take off the fucking glove. Can I just say? Don't touch your eyes. Can I just say? Okay.
Okay, that's hot.
Let me look. It's in your head. It's in your head. We're 1 minute in. Look. It tasted like shit.
I feel it in my ears, dude.
It's like I gotta crack a window.
I feel it in my. Oh, I'm crying already.
Don't touch your eyes. I don't think I can make it to the 10.
The exhale hurts like crazy.
This is the worst pain I've subjected myself to. This is way worse than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, my ears hurt. Shut the hell up!
We got this, Mike.
Okay, what are we at? 3 minutes.
Oh, 3. Holy shit. I thought it was 5. Are you good? Can you breathe?
Yeah. Is that the exhale hurts so much?
Excellent.
I don't know if I can do this.
Hold on. Let me get the milk ready. I feel it in my fucking...
Getting frame.
I feel it in my cheeks.
My ears are killing me, dude.
I feel like nerves here. All right, the word game.
Okay. Death, pain,
Suffering.
hell, fire,
Inferno.
Hell.
You said hell already.
Death. I'm dead.
Satan.
Butthole.
I can't talk. I can't talk.
4 minutes.
My nose.
My balls hurt.
Hey, we're going to 20?
22. Hence, I'm gonna rip my watch off. Siri keeps activating. Dude.
I can't tell if it's getting better or worse.
My ears. I feel it coming out of my ears. Nothing's funny. I don't know why you're laughing.
No, we got it.
Okay, it's getting better. Get your saliva working for you boys. My balls hurt.
I'm feeling my hands.
Bro. You are so composed. I don't think he's cried once. You're crazy. Look, guys.
We got this.
I think we
It's
can
22. Well, more than halfway there.
Look.
I like
feel
want to
it.
strip. It's so hot.
Take it. Take it off.
We're
We're
over the peak.
I can't.
We're over the peak.
I feel right here. The nerves in my face right here are static. They were in my mouth.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Why does the exhale hurt so much more than the inhale?
Okay. We're over the hump.
It's the peak was definitely around 3 minutes. Or 2.5. And the ramp up. That fucking ramp up is crazy.
That was wild.
The second I tasted the chip, automatically.
No,
it hit.
not for me.
No, the receptors immediately.
Nah, I ate the chip and I was like, okay, those are really dry. And then it didn't hurt that much. And then when I
That's the
When I
hottest
swallowed
thing I've ever had by a factor of like,
5, 10.
15, 20.
I say 100 times.
No, that's wild.
You don't think?
Probably like 50, 20.
No, but this is an insane amount of
Pain.
like. It's a stunning. It makes you. I couldn't process information.
You got it. We're
And then
over the
to
hump.
talk, yeah, we are. We got 3 minutes left. We got this. Wait, are we going?
Careful,
powerful.
Careful with that.
Yeah, don't touch the.
Oh, I got blue on my finger.
There's?
Yeah, but there's water on here.
Hey, you gotta wash your hand with soap. You want me to get baby wipes?
Yeah, if you can. All right, so powerful is 10. 30 minutes is supercharged.
But
It gets easier.
once you get over, it's not harder.
It should be
It's harder in the beginning.
the minute I can't even think.
1
but-
to 5 minutes
yeah, the tier.
is really the challenge.
Yeah, the tier should be 1, 2,
You think?
2. No, you're right with 5.
I say 1, 5, 10.
1, 5, 10, and after 30, you're done. Oh no, Brandon is locked. Well, that's locked.
We're good. We're good.
We're okay.
I need a timer. Come on. Unlock it. I need the timer.
40.
Are we just going for 10 or are we going for 30?
There's so much spit.
Good, it helps you. Ew! But I feel you. It's too spicy to spit either.
I should have swallowed it. I should have swallowed it.
You should have spit it?
I should have spit it.
Woo!
Wipey. Don't touch anything. I'm fucking shaking.
Thank you. Most composed winner is Miguel.
Oh, hands down.
And then you?
No.
Not me. I was screaming.
I think we were tied.
I'm focusing.
I was screaming, dude.
I'm focusing through the pain, just like.
Nah, it's gone down. Honestly. After 10 minutes, I had some on my lip. And I licked my lip. No, you can't. That's cheating.
What were you gonna do?
Wipe his lips.
Hell no. Let me see your tongue.
Your lips are blue. Don't lick the corner of your lip.
Where?
Actually, lick it.
Where?
Your left. Your left. Yeah! Alright. Oh, look.
Oh, fuck.
Look at these hands, boy. Oh, it's the temptation.
Put it back.
Ah!
Briars, get your fucking packaging right. I just drooled.
10 seconds to 10.
No, this is light, man.
I
No, we didn't do it
30?
at 12.
Listen,
We did it at like 12:30. 12:30, boy.
30? 30 is kind of bullshit because
Yeah,
the
it
worst is done.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
After 30,
I
like.
could. I could, but I don't want to.
I touched. I'm sorry. I just went like this.
Cheater. Disqualification.
10 minutes. Once you're at 15, I don't think there's a difference between 15 to 20.
See, look. Honestly,
Okay, we're calm. All right, let's go one by
we
one.
beat it. We beat it.
Let's go one by
Here.
one.
Here we go. I crushed
Hey,
the 2022 Paqui
I'm not even touching that
2022
packaging.
put the fucking
One Chip Challenge.
put the belt. Put the fucking belt.
Victory.
Look.
We're at 11 minutes, boys.
Look.
Should we do 30?
It's light. I mean, but do we want to wait that long?
We're honestly, I'm over it.
The worst is gone.
So am I.
But I just want to break down. We need to do analysis. Why
Yeah.
don't we start?
Yeah.
You go first, uninterrupted. What
All right.
was the worst part for you?
Nah,
So-
walk it down. Break
Yeah,
it down.
break
From
it down.
beginning time.
So initially, through the first couple chews and bites, I really didn't feel much. I was like, all right, this is nothing. This is light. After the saliva and everything mixed
Activates it.
with that chewing, once I swallowed and everything was, through the mouth, then I felt that. I really felt it. Really, 30 seconds in to a minute in. Then from there, I felt the nerves come in. I felt it in my face tighten up. I felt the nerves go all the way to my hands. And I started shaking a little bit, but to try to contain the pain, I tensed and I tightened up. So that was, and then from there, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes was very hard. And it was just hold the pain, buckle down. And that's really where I was.
Yeah.
What would you say time mark wise was the hardest part? Like the peak of it, the worst part?
3 minutes in.
I think
2.5.
2.5, 3.
Yeah. 2
That's
to
where
2.5
that's
for me.
where I would
2
give
to
it.
2.5 for me. All right.
Go ahead.
So, similar to what he said, when you first take the chip out, you're like, holy hell, this is a big chip. You know, like those Tostitos, when you get the full unbroken Tostito that it's massive and you can't fit it all in your mouth?
Restaurant style.
That's how big
chip.
it is. But it is caked with that blue powder,
Yeah.
and it is so dry that it feels like the cinnamon challenge, where you chew it, and you cannot swallow it.
Yeah.
So you're chewing it in your mouth,
I felt that.
and you're like swashing it around your mouth because you can't swallow because it's so dry, and all of that is coating every bit of your mouth, in the corners, outside of your gums, on the cheeks and bottom.
Yep.
So at one point I had it like chewed up in a ball in my mouth, and it was mushy. So I was like, all right, this can't stay in my mouth that long. So I had to down it. Boom. So as soon as I swallowed it, I started to feel the tingles in my neck here. And then 30 seconds in, all the way to 2.5 minutes, it went up for me. It went up, and I kept saying it. My ears, I felt like the cartoons. I felt
Steam.
it was coming out my ears, and my ears were like
the heat
like,
went up, not
it went
down.
up. It didn't go down at all. It went up my neck to sides to my ears.
Yeah.
And it just, my ears felt like they were burning. And then I felt it in my stomach after a little while, like the 5 to 6 minute mark. And that's when I said I felt it in my balls. Like, I don't know why, maybe because I was like clenching like my stomach or like I was tense. Like I was like just squirming. Maybe I like pinched my, I don't know. Maybe I pinched my ball. I don't know. But it was hurting. And then after like 8 to 9 minutes, it's subsiding. And right now, honestly, I'm good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm done. Oh, another crazy thing. The inhale was like the saving grace. You would inhale
in through the nose.
As soon as you exhale, it is the deepest flaming like lava spewing out of your mouth. Woo! That was rough.
I'm in a bad way right now.
Oh, and I was tearing up.
But I'm over
I was tearing up and mucus was going.
It's not hurting. My stomach right now is killing me.
Really?
No, it's like
those Hawaiian rolls didn't do you?
It's like no. I should have eaten more.
I'm good.
Yeah,
that's cheating. That's done.
Look, what 17?
Are
I'm
you
going
done?
for 15. 15. I'm cutting.
That's not a.
Are we going for 30?
I'm going for 30.
You guys could go for 30.
I'm done already. I could go for an hour. Honestly, I'm done. Like I'm good.
But I want this. You don't want that?
No.
You actually don't want to eat ice cream?
I
No,
do
I
want
will
to eat
later.
it, but I don't
No.
really need it now.
Wait.
I want it later.
I'm done. I'm good.
I
Boom.
think
Should I
for
return
me,
it to freezer?
no, leave it out there.
Return to sender.
For me, the worst part by far was 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, like we said.
Break it down from start to finish.
Yeah.
So for me, the second I took the first bite, like within 3 seconds of it landing on my tongue, yo, my stomach is killing me, bro.
That's where we're different then. Yeah, you felt it. Come on.
I mean,
Come on, boy.
I feel like I'm gonna have like really bad diarrhea.
Cramps.
Yeah, like it's cramping right now.
How's your stomach?
I'm good.
I feel a little warm, a little
I do.
sort of, but
You're really that bad?
Yeah, like it's bad.
So
like,
go
right
15
now, it's
minutes,
like
have some
it's-
ice cream. Cool you down.
It's at like a hold up,
Have ice cream.
hold up.
Wait, so you're feeling the aftershock? Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yo, I'm never using that mic again.
All right, so there you have it. That was the Paqui One Chip Challenge. 25 minutes, I think, of raw, unedited footage. Just because, you know, obviously it's a podcast and I'm a little bit lazy to edit. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As you saw, the camera actually cut off because for whatever reason, the iPhone had stopped recording. And there's something crazy that happened with that. But it stopped recording without reason. And the audio was still going. And I figured 25 minutes was probably the best time to cut it off because without video, you can't really see much of what happened next. But I'll just break it down for you. It was my turn to kind of give a post-game analysis on how the entire Paqui experience went. And I'm sitting over here on this side of the fucking couch. And all of a sudden, like, my stomach, the spice had subsided, but my stomach was literally doing Simone Biles fucking cartwheels, jumps, and twists and turns. And it was horrible. Like, it actually was, and again, I'm being so genuine when I say this, it was the worst stomach cramps I've ever gotten in my life. Y'all know that feeling when you have like the runs, a stomach flu or whatever? You're sitting on the fucking toilet, butt ass naked, right? You're starting to fucking pray. You're like, oh my God, you're sweating and your stomach is just cold and it's knotted and it's disgusting. That pain on the stomach flu, I would rather that any day over the shit I felt when the camera started cutting off. I could not talk. I found myself at a loss for words for the first time in a long time. And I was sitting there and I'm feeling this fucking stomach start turning and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can't talk. Like I literally told Mike and Miguel that they would have to carry the conversation, which they did for a little bit, but I cut it out just because there's no video. And I start walking out of the room. And at this point, like it is so bad. I physically could not stand like straight. I walked out 90 degrees looking like an old ass man. Like I was a right angle like this walking out. And I was literally with every step, I'm like, oh, it was hurting so bad. I get to the bathroom. The second I sit down, I start sweating like viciously. Like it's just pouring out of me. My back, usually where I sweat, it's just like my armpits, but my back started sweating. My chest starts sweating. My face is dripping. The fucking back of my neck is like the Niagara Falls. I'm just wet. I take off all my clothes and I'm butt ass naked. Nothing is coming out of me, by the way. Like, there's no shit coming out of me. There's no Hershey squirts, nothing. It's just pain. Like, it feels like I need to shit out a cannonball, but nothing is coming out. Like, it's the worst. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like shaking back and forth. And I'm like, literally at this point, I'm not joking. Like, for like a solid minute and 15 seconds there, I actually considered telling my mom, like, yo, like, we got to pack it up. I have to go to the ER and like get this sorted out. Because if this doesn't go away, I have to see a medical professional. It was that bad, guys. Like, legitimately, the pain, if it had stayed at the peak of the pain when I was on the toilet, I would have gone to the ER. And I'm not one to, like, I don't casually, like, you know how there's some people out there, they bang their head, they have a little bit of a headache, they're like, oh, go to the ER. No, I'm not one of those people, right? Because it's the emergency room for a reason. If it's an emergency, it was that bad where I actually thought for a quick second that I would have to go because it was a medical emergency. Like, I thought there would be something really wrong with my stomach. I don't know how this is legal to sell in 7-Elevens, right? I don't know how there's not like an age requirement for this shit. I don't know how, like, I don't know if hopefully the fucking clerk, the counter, the cash register guy wouldn't let a little kid buy it, because if a little kid were to eat that shit, that kid would, I don't even want to think about what would happen. It was so bad, guys. I looked it up afterwards, and you would think I would do this before. This Scoville ranking of the chip, there's not an official one out there because it's like in a seasoning, that like a dusting powder that they put on the fucking chip itself. So it's hard to kind of get like a measure, but it's a blend of the Carolina Reaper pepper, and the, I think it's like the Trinidad Marugo Scorpion or something. It's the Scorpion pepper. Both of those peppers clock in at over 1 million, like 1.4 million Scoville scale. So it's like the capsaicin on this thing is off the fucking charts, right? So I would easily say we had like over 1 million. And prior to this, just to like kind of touch on my hot sauce experience or whatever, I've had the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge, right? Like the hottest one. I had one wing. We got our order of 10. I was with the boys at the time, and like we all just had one, and it was bad. Like my mouth was watering, like I was crying, the whole, like similar to what you saw in the video. But like my stomach wasn't really fucked up. Granted, I was like on a fuller stomach. This was after the entire rest of the meal that we had prior to eating that wing at Buffalo Wild Wings. So it wasn't like I was on an empty stomach, but it was nowhere near this. The second worst, closest to this, was a sauce that I had in the Chelsea Meat Market in New York City. There's an underground, there's like a second level to it, right? But instead of going up, it goes down. So like it's like only a part of the market is underground. We went down there and there's a hot sauce store. I don't know if it's still around there, but it was like probably, I think 2 years back. They had a hot sauce store where they have all these rare hot sauces, like shit that you'd see on Hot Ones where you're like, oh, I don't see that at my local grocery store. Like, cause it ramps up. Like it starts, the hot sauce starts fucking skyrocketing, right? So those really spicy sauces you could find at this spot. So I'm stupid because I love Hot Ones. So I go over there and I'm like, I'm looking at the hot sauces and I see armadillo something. It was like a hot sauce that they had a couple seasons back on Hot Ones at the time. It was on there. And I see this thing and they had broken it down. There was like a trial, like a taste test section in the hot sauce store. They had broken it down by 3 different sections. The first is like your casual sauces, your srirachas, your Tabasco, those sauces that you'd put on like your fucking eggs or when you're eating everyday food. Your second, it's getting a little bit more adventurous, right? Those are the sauces for people that like spice a lot and they don't mind having their face like start burning and stuff like that when they're eating their casual food, so you could get that. The third is like, you're just crazy. This is not something you should be using on a daily basis. This is like shit that you put in for like flavoring. So you put a little bit in like a fucking soup or broth or something to give the entire batch flavor. Okay? It's like that type of shit. So I don't know if I had the lowest on the third or the highest on the second. It was one of those two. And he put it on a cracker. And I was like, that's not enough. Like, you put a little bit more. That was so stupid. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He puts a little bit. I put it flavors like sauce side down on my tongue, okay? Immediately, this thing starts burning. Immediately, I'm like, I have to shit. And I had the Hershey squirts. That sucked. This Paqui one chip challenge, no exaggeration, probably 3 to 5 times worse than that, hands down. Maybe, I would actually say it's definitely 5 times worse. Like, the stomach pain was by far the worst experience. I didn't really get to give my analysis after the chip, right? But I'm glad I didn't, because that would have just been about the spice. The spice is nothing too, like, it's bad, but it's nothing in comparison to the stomach pains. I don't know if I said it, if I went too much into detail afterwards, because I couldn't really talk, but you put the chip in your mouth, and like Mike said, it's super dry. Funny enough, he didn't really feel like the spice right away. I think it's because the nerves, he was like super nervous going into this thing, and so was I. I was like kind of anxious, but I was like, oh, this is going to be fun and like funny and it's good content, whatever the fuck. So I'm thinking I'm in that headspace. I did not think of it from like this is going to fuck me up, because I would have been much more nervous. So he didn't really feel the flavor of it, taste the flavor, and experience the heat right away. Immediately after I ate it, I like 3 seconds in, I'm like, ooh, my God, I could tell this thing. And it, like, the ramp up, the acceleration of this thing is crazy. 1 to 2 seconds, nothing. 3, it starts burning. 3 to 10, it's like, what the fuck? From about 30 seconds and onward, you're fucked. It peaks around 3 minutes of peak intensity of spice, and this thing is like bad. Like, your eyes you can't help but cry, right? And it also tasted like shit. I said that in the clip, but it actually tasted like chemicals. It was not enjoyable at all. All right, this thing was like, it tasted like ass. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, it was so bad. I'm not a picky eater. This thing fucking tasted like donkey balls, okay? So, Paqui, if you're listening to this for whatever reason, a couple pointers you could take, maybe throw in some garlic or something to give it some fucking flavor, because all I tasted was pain, secondly, and firstly, shit. Because the first thing that it hit me was the flavor, obviously, before the spice kicked in, and it was ass. We go. I shit my brains out. This is what you don't see on camera. I explained how my stomach pains were bad. I get out. I'm like just able to get out of the bathroom. I'm like sitting in front of Mike and Miguel at this point. They're like pretty much fine. The spices weren't off of them, and their stomach, it's like, they're like, I feel okay. It's not like turning or anything. So they're chilling. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like in the kitchen table. I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, do you want some like ice cream, something? So I'm like, yeah, maybe I should eat a little something. I try to eat a couple bites, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what was going on in my stomach, but it just fucked things up even more. So I'm like, oh God. I went back into the bathroom, tried to shit again. Nothing comes out. I go back out after more excruciating pain, not as bad as the first time in terms of like peak pain. Like this clocked in easily like an 8.5 out of 10. No cap. Like 10 being like you're crying, you're screaming, right? To deal with the pain. This is like an 8.5. Not an exaggeration. Okay. I spoke about it with Mike afterwards. This man was an athlete his whole life. For any track runners out there, sprinters, he would do the 400 meters. And he said, because you're going all at it, like your body's just like is in physical pain, like your legs are burning, stomach, everything. Mike would throw up from the pain after his track meets. He said that is the only thing that tops the spice pain. Afterwards, this is the fucked up part, because this wasn't in the clip. I'm eating now at this point. I'm chilling. I look at them too. Mike and Miguel are like, oh, we're fine. They're eating a little something. I think I had like some leftover pork chops from earlier that day. We microwave them and we're like eating. And Miguel all of a sudden is like, my stomach doesn't feel too well. I'm like, oh fuck. Because I had obviously already gone through it. I went through the ringer. This is probably 45 minutes after eating the chip. So it hit me 15 minutes after the stomach pains, after eating the chip. For him, it was like 30 minutes later from me. And I was like, I hope it's not like what I had, because they saw what I had. They're like, he starts bending over, doing the same thing, that 90-degree stance. Like, because I had to walk out of the room 90 degrees. Like, I couldn't stand straight up. He starts doing the same thing. I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes into the bathroom, and he's gone for like a solid like 5 minutes. I felt so bad. He comes out. He said he threw up a little bit, not too much, and his stomach was killing him. Miguel handled it the best. Even during the clip, you can see like his shit's not that bad. And also, I don't know what the fuck happened. If you go back and watch the clip again, when we open our mouths to show that we chewed it up, Mike's mouth and my mouth are blue as fuck, okay? Like kind of black almost. Like it's just blue and black. Miguel's peachy, pink, red, normal mouth colors. I don't know where the fuck the seasoning went. It was not in his mouth. I don't know what happened. He clearly eats the chip, but somehow, some way, that coating did not hit his mouth. I don't know if that made it easier for him. I doubt it, because he still obviously was in a lot of discomfort, and it definitely hit him in the stomach, but he handled it by far the best. That man's made out of iron, whatever. Mike, at this point, is fine with his stomach. We eat some more. We stayed until, they stayed over probably 2 hours after we had done that, for like 2 more hours. And we're just talking about it, breaking it down, like, holy fuck, that was crazy. You know, Mike saying that the only thing that tops that pain that he's experienced is like the stomach cramps, like not stomach cramps, like the physical, like shaking, convulsing pain of after running a 400 meters at an all-out sprint. Because, you know, as I said, he like threw up. He throws up. Used to, when he was in track, would throw up from the pain. So for you to throw up from pain, that's a fucking intense ass experience. So he said that's the only thing that tops the spice. So I feel so bad for this dude. Later on, that motherfucker goes home. Or actually that night, like as they're about to leave, he's like, oh, I feel like I have to take a shit. And then I was like, you better get home then, because like I haven't been able to poop yet. Who knows? It's probably going to be diarrhea. We're not thinking it's going to be like cramps, because at this point, if it hasn't hit him, we figured it's not gonna. He just probably has to shit. So he's like, all right. So he goes, he gets in the car, they drive off. 30 minutes later, this man texts me. He's like, bro, because I had told them the whole night that the stomach cramps bodied. It smacks the fucking pain that you feel in the spice. I told them that. Like, it's way worse. They're like, really? I don't know. They're like, kind of like, they can't believe it, because the pain of the spice was already bad enough, right? Mike goes, bro, you were fucking right. This guy went home, sat on his toilet, and I'm going to speak for him here. This is what he texted me. He said the second he sat on his toilet, he started experiencing horrific stomach cramps. He projectile vomited into the toilet, and guess what was in the vomit? Food, obviously, and probably the seasoning. There was also blood. Not a lot. A couple specks here and there. But it was like enough to be, you know, like you should not be throwing up blood. When he told me that, I was actually really concerned. He actually did not, I don't think, hopefully his mom doesn't watch this. He didn't tell his mom, because obviously, like, he's not stupid. He's a really smart guy. He figured, oh, it's probably just like roughing of the stomach lining, whatever. And didn't see a lot of it. And he actually threw up for a second time, like a couple minutes later, and didn't see any blood. So he was like, all right, I'm fine. Because if it's not consistent, then it's a one-off thing. I'm fine. But he threw up blood. He got so nervous. He was telling me he got so nervous when he saw the blood in the fucking vomit. And he said that was the worst. The stomach cramps that he experienced on the toilet was the worst pain he's felt. Worse than the track. This is all a long-winded way of saying, if you're like me, where you see these internet challenge things and you're like, that looks like fun, don't fucking do the Paqui one chip challenge. Don't do it. It's not worth it by any means, okay? By any means. I felt so bad. I apologized to Mike after the fact. I was like, bro, I actually feel really bad, because I did not expect it to be this bad. I told him, like, I'm really sorry I roped you into this. And Miguel especially too, like, we FaceTimed this motherfucker, was just casually having a good Sunday night, watching the football game, doing his thing. And we brought him in. He's like, hey, you trying to fuck up your Sunday night? You trying to go into the next week? You know, you got work tomorrow. You're trying to like have explosive diarrhea. Yeah, come do this thing. That's basically what I did to them, right? I fucked them up. The next day, by the way, for me, if you're wondering, this is the last note I'll say on this. This has been a very graphic, vulgar episode. I woke up the next day and my stomach was fucked. It was fucked. That night, I didn't get the best sleep. It was still turning, and I'm like, it's like burning, all this shit. I sat down to take a shit that next day. Let's just say it came out the same way it came in. It burned my ass whole. It burned. Like, it literally felt like someone pepper sprayed my actual sphincter. Bro, like, The brown star was on fire. Like, this thing was burning. And I was literally sitting there. I'm like, whoo, I have a bidet on my downstairs toilet. Let me tell you, that thing is heaven sent, especially in that situation. The shit was coming out like lava, worse than, like, you know, you eat Indian food or Taco Bell, you get like the runs and it's kind of that doesn't compare. This was literally like someone took straight pepper and was like this. Just like that. Wiped just a little bit, right. And even it spread into the taint area. It was shit. Okay? Not fun. I get up, I wipe, I turn around. The shit is blue. I could literally see in the pot, like, where the Paqui chip digestion leftovers were in the fucking turd. It looked like one of those Super Mario, like Dr. Mario pill things. Like a normal pill. Brown on the start. The middle was fucking blue from the Paqui One Chip Challenge. And the last bit was brown. That middle section, fucked. That is what caused me to have the spicy shits. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our agony. Seriously. Never again will I do some shit like this. Or the Paqui One Chip Challenge. I'm down to do food challenges. If you guys like it, please let me know in the comment sections. Let me know if you want me to do any, like if you have any ideas for any, like, stupid little challenges like that to do on the show. I love stuff like that. Little games to play, all that good stuff. If you liked it, please let me know. Show me some love. Like the video. Leave a good comment. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Cue the outro music. Till next time, peace.